Okay, it seems like it's a race to the top while Palantir is garnering all this attention from the market performance so far. Keith Fitzgerald on Fox Business today drops a whole new Palantir stock price for 3 to 5 years out, and he said he has zero doubt in his mind a $100 stock price. And mind you, the highest numbers we've heard so far from Dan's 45 and Mariana's 50. Now, of course, Keith mentions it will be a bumpy, volatile ride. And I'd have to agree, of course, with that when you're dealing with a growth priced in kind of company and a lot of expectations and execution by the market being piled into the narrative. But even if we look at this week's close today in the high 36s, putting Palantir at a more than $80 billion market cap today, let alone if he hits $100 in 3 to 5 years, that's more than $200 billion. Now, the past few quarters, Palantir has been accelerating their top line growth, where we are now today in the high 20% range. So no doubt hitting 100 will require fundamentally a continued growth story in the numbers that you could say at an exponential level is trying to keep growing. Plus, with certain macro conditions like lowering interest rates and AI and just in general accelerating faster than expected, we know companies have gone on to reach all-time highs with their stock prices because of higher multiples being tolerated to park money away from, say, less desirable investment vehicles. And to add to that, the market also is trying to price expectations, not only what has been proven so far in the numbers. Now, for me personally, the stock will never scream fair value. And if you listen to this, because we literally have both ends of the spectrum of the crowd, or technically you can calculate they are expensive because of XYZ metric, but then you look at their turnaround and growth story, for example, taking hold at least now, or at least looking to blossom with consecutive quarters, while also seeing the overall environment and the product of the customers that they have today. So honestly, no matter where they're priced, someone's going to scream it's either a deal, while someone else on the other side is going to say you're getting ripped off. And honestly, it's what also draws me to Palantir not only as a stock, but as a company to follow. They are working with the leading edge of a burgeoning industry in artificial intelligence that is still being defined today. And they seem to be the only ones trying to focus on the operationalization of that. And that positions them in a unique place governmentally and commercially for their businesses to put their 2 cents in how the industry can play out, be regulated, and of course be succeeded in. And nothing is guaranteed, but it takes people like Keith who are willing to see a company that is quote unquote expensive, but also see some semblance of a possibility where actually this is just the beginning here. But as always, please exercise caution. Nothing is guaranteed. And even if Keith is right with volatility, certain folks who don't know what they own can be shaken out or try to time the market or anything that can make this a bad move for them. Just because a stock goes up, people along the way can still lose money technically if you happen to buy high and sell low. But that's not even investing advice, just common sense. So as always, curious to know your thoughts. Let me know below, and I'll see you in the next video.